Good morning, everyone. Welcome back here to the start of a new week of streams. Of course, this is the usual kickoff is the Monday morning short morning sports stream. Usually the kickoff to every day, but back here with more NBA 2K16 MyCareer. Ooh, need to turn the volume down there on my computer a little bit. So, hope you had a good weekend. I had a pretty good weekend myself. For the most part. If you watched any of the extra live streams Saturday, you know, little bit of a, emotional shocker with
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
passing of my radio professor
basketball
and
fans.
mentor
Welcome to
from
the NBA
college.
on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille
So yeah, that
O'Neal.
was a little bit of shocker and a little bit of downer of the weekend, but
tonight we'll be watching
other than that,
it
it was a pretty good weekend.
And guys, for the
I finally
Suns,
took
they
over
played well
the
of late,
reins
winning
of
5 of their
the
last 6
sports
games.
show
Tonight, an
on
opportunity
Saturdays,
to continue that
and
trend.
the first show I did went well.
Got a couple of minutes here before tip-off.
A
Let's talk
little
about
nervous,
the best
you know,
of the best.
since
the
it was
category
the
this
first time I
around,
was in control of everything.
handling.
So
Kenny, who's got
smoothing
the
out
best
the
handle in the
rough
league right
bumps
now?
here and there, but
Oh,
other than that,
easily.
not too
Kyrie
bad. It
Irving
went
and
pretty
Steph
well,
Curry.
and I've
I'm going
been
Kyrie number one.
basically
Steph Curry
handed
number
the
1A.
show
Because
over. The
I
show's
say
been handed
this,
over to
Steph
me.
Curry
Been
has
handed
to
the
use
keys,
his handle
and
to get his shot.
it's
But
now
Kyrie
mine. So
uses it all the time to get everywhere on the floor.
It's Steph Curry.
yeah, that's
Jamal
a pretty
Crawford.
successful
Ooh.
weekend there. And
Then Chris
Nice.
Paul.
Yes.
Maybe a little Rondo. Maybe Tony Parker. Derrick Rose. And my sleeper coming off the bench, Orlando, my neighbor, Elfrid Payton.
Kevin Harlan, take it away.
let's see here, command. So yeah, I would say overall not a bad weekend, but yeah, like I said, back here in NBA 2K16. I apologize for the little bit of the of a slow start, or late start, I should say. It's been one of those mornings. Of course, I was up late last night running Trials of Osiris with a friend, and we came close to going 9-0.
Kyle Singler. It's a
One
big day for him
win
playing
away.
with his new Pacer teammates for the first time.
You know, I'm really excited about seeing how this team is going to
So,
evolve
yeah,
since the trade.
that part
I mean,
was a
he's
little
the guy that can
disappointing,
end
but
up
hey,
being a
that
key
was
player
the
for him
best
down
I've
the
ever
stretch.
done
No doubt about
in
it. I mean,
trials.
there's
I've
some
never
guys
come
you
close
win
to going
with,
9-0
and some
before.
guys you win because of. And when you look at him, though not a superstar, he's the type of player that they
Look at that easy.
Really, I think,
Too
help
easy.
this team come together.
Looking at the starting five.
Yeah,
for the
I was
Phoenix
happy with
Suns.
that. I'm a little disappointed
Bledsoe
that
and nine
that
in the
we didn't go
backcourt.
9-0,
Morris
but
holding the forward spots.
of course,
And it's
in our
Chandler in the
9-0
center
match, we
position.
ran into a group that
Now
was
here's
as
Knight.
laggy
They
as
count
lag
on
can
his
be.
contributions, currently providing 16
Didn't help
points a
things,
game.
but we also made some goofs in that ourselves, so it wasn't
Hill against
entirely to
Bledsoe.
blame on the lag, but it certainly wasn't a helping factor.
Hill drives in. Moore dishes to George. George gets a screen from Moore. And George kicks to Moore. That falls. Nice screen that time from George.
Freaking environment.
You know, the defense has
I
got to
still
do a
got it.
much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss
But
too
yeah,
many
I
open
was
looks
up
like that.
till
Moving it up.
probably 1 o'clock
Here's
in the
Ellis.
morning
Can't get it to go. Good D by Bledsoe.
playing trials, and then
To the inside. And it's sent back
Woohoo!
by George.
oh, that was George that set it back.
Inside. And the basket by Hill.
It really
But
does
then I
make
got
the
up
game
at
easy
7
for your
o'clock this
teammates when
morning
you
to
can lead
go to
them
my
to the
usual
rim
morning
that well
workout.
with a pass.
So I got roughly about 5.5,
Bledsoe
6
against
hours
Hill.
of sleep. So yeah, it's a little slow rolling out of bed this morning.
Bledsoe right side. To the paint. Out to Morris. Wide open look.
Uh-oh.
Here's Chandler. Powered down with both hands.
Allow offensive
And gobbled
rebound.
up that rebound and went straight
That wasn't
into
my
attack
guy.
mode on the putback.
Oof, he is one of the most determined rebounders, Clark, we have got in the NBA.
Woohoo! Nice
Calling it
move,
right,
George.
Kevin. I mean, he gets so many second chance points because
Back
of
and
how
forth we
hard
go.
he works to get to the rebound. Fantastic dunk, and he decided to hang around up there for a while, Kevin.
Well, maybe, he didn't want to land awkwardly. I don't know.
Yeah,
Oh,
maybe it
guys,
was a
come on. He's up
safety
there
move.
posing. He's posing for the photographers. That's all that's about.
Here is Hill after the made shot from Tyson Chandler.
Back this way.
Outside Hill. There's a good screen. Out to the right wing. Moore passes to Ellis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Indiana needs to get a shot. It's stolen by Morris.
That was a good call for pass if he would
Bledsoe
thrown it a little
dishes
bit
tonight.
earlier.
And it's sent back by Hill.
Boop, boop.
Outside, George. Hill up top. He's guarded by Knight. From 11 feet away. And it's Hill.
Good shot,
And
Hill.
the assist by Hill. For Phoenix, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Bledsoe against Hill. Shoots the 3. Rebounded by Moore.
You can't
take
miss
that.
those,
Oh, no.
but
Oh.
even the best do on occasion.
Here's Bledsoe. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And
I
you know
wasn't
what?
pe-
You
that
allow
was
a
one
guy
of
to
those,
get right
I
to the
just
rim like that. That's
Force
your
a habit,
only
hitting
option.
RBA
Yeah, exactly.
to pass
I mean,
the
free
point
throws
guard,
are
not
always
paying
better
attention
than a
on
layup.
who was actually staying back to get the ball. And it was Monte Ellis, so yeah, oops. All right. Thank you, game.
Suns leading by 3. And now brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups.
That's a
On the
lovely
court
camera
for Indiana,
angle.
Moore in at the 4 spot. Ellis is out there with
What?
Rodney Stuckey. Then there's Allen. And it's George in at the 3, the small forward. Here is Knight. 9 points last game out. No good on the quick 3.
Nope. Oh, no, I did it
We'll
again.
check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last
Okay.
matchup against the Pistons had a huge game. He finished
That's,
with 24 points and was just efficient on the
works for
offensive
now.
end, picking his spots on when to keep the
Okay,
ball moving
and I
or
didn't get
try
back
his
in
own luck.
defense.
Truly impressive numbers from him
Started
in a stellar
strong, now a
performance.
little
What
rusty.
a special night.
All right, Doris, thank you. He played at a level that very few players are capable of playing.
And I'll be interested to see how much he's got left in the tank. I mean, that performance had to take a lot out of him.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes supreme confidence can increase your stamina and endurance. So I'll be interested to see how that affects his play.
The Suns leading. Morris kicks tonight.
Okay, who am I guarding? Who am I guarding?
It is
I'm
now
apparently
to Moore.
guarding Morris.
Chandler is screen. Here's Booker. Offensive rebound. Out to Morris. Second chance shot. And he knocks down the jumper. Here is Stuckey. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Shoots from the elbow. Tyson Chandler pulls it in. Chandler's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Warren the
I wish
pass
Stuckey
tonight.
could buy a bucket.
Pulls it from the elbow. No luck, so Indiana will take it the other way. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
And in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played
Why would you
against
do
them.
that?
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
Shoots from the high post. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
Wow. We haven't
Knight's got
scored
6
a basket.
And really smart to draw
In
his
what,
man out
2
to the
minutes,
perimeter.
3
He's
minutes
giving
now?
up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter,
There we
doesn't
go.
force it, I think his
Quickly
outside
change
shot
that.
will be hard to block no matter who's
Gotta
defending.
get things going again here. Do whatever it takes. Got it, coach.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break,
Oh.
I heard Frank
All right,
Vogel
whatever it
addressing
takes.
his team.
Hey, Morris,
He said their
boom.
plan was run their
Nut shot.
offense through Freak. Coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. So, Kevin, change is already being made on the fly here in the second quarter.
All right, Doris. They set the screen. Stuckey drives inside. Loses his man off the screen and
Please
lays
hit
it up
that.
and in.
And
That's
really,
a
the
wide
defense
open
didn't
layup.
do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
Booker dishes to Knight. Morris a screen. Shot off the screen. The Pacers pull it in. They went to Phoenix for their last meeting with the Suns and came out with a win.
A huge margin of victory for them when these two teams squared off last, and they got scoring from up and down their lineup.
Yeah, the reserves, the guys coming off the bench, Greg, made their presence felt. And, of course, with
Yeah.
that big lead, they were able to give the bench a lot of run. The number of points they've scored in the
advantage
paint
of that
already
mismatch.
today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
Well,
The defender all over.
we'll make him
Greg,
earn
he got
from
him
the
good
line.
there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Suns?
Earthquake.
A lot of time they've been spending at the foul line so far, guys. They'll take those.
And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close.
Well, Tyson, coming
I don't know if I failed that coaching objective, but I didn't have much of a chance. It's hard to help tie the game up when I'm on the bench. It's okay, we got this.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. You look at George.
Play a little bit smarter.
Yeah, created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
Okay,
that
and everyone
led to
just
a
magically
very
teleported.
high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat really tells how efficient a player has been, and he's been very efficient.
They all
so
switched
far.
sides. It's like we were looking into a mirror, and then
Phoenix
suddenly
looking
we
they've got on the
weren't.
floor. Tucker and Morris holding the forward spots. Bledsoe and Knight at the backcourt, and it's Chandler in at the 5 spot. Moore
Woo!
with the bucket.
Nice
Three
leaner there.
consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
And Bledsoe, here we go.
Ah,
Shakes
I couldn't
off the
get over
strong
there.
D and gets to the bucket for 2.
Man, we gotta come up
Pacers
with some
trail by
defensive
4.
stops here.
And Moore kicks to George. And foul call
Okay,
as he
well,
misses. He'll
that'll
go to the
work.
line and shoot 2. It's on Tyson Chandler. The Pacers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Really, guys, it's just come together for them at the charity stripe this
Good.
season. I mean, the confidence is
Buddha.
there, and so too are the results.
Buddha
Sun
cheese.
shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. It's Knight with the drive. They double him with Freak. Bledsoe against Hill. Bledsoe with
Nope.
another miss.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Moore outside. Pass to Ellis.
He ran away.
Shot clock at 5 to tie. And the layup is
Oh, nice
good. Ellis has
move
got it
there.
all
Nice
tied up
move.
now for the Pacers.
And finally, they fought themselves back to even the score. We've got a new ball game here now.
And really, all the momentum is theirs, making such a strong comeback. So I think you've got to really feel
Wow.
good about their chances the rest of the way.
What an awkward
wow,
shot
You don't see them make
that
plays
somehow
like that very
magically
often.
went in.
That's a nice move there for the basket.
Outside, George. Pick up by Hill. Kicks to Ellis. And it's out of bounds. Touched by Ellis. Let's pause for just a moment to see the teams that have been extremely effective with their three-point shooting this past month. Number one, the Pacers. The Suns in second.
And both of these teams are really lighting it up from long range, shooting with tremendous confidence. This is a great game to watch. You almost have to expect a shootout when they meet.
And Indiana making a change here. Stuckey's checked in.
Nice.
It's stolen by Hill. On the wing, Ellis.
Okay, let's set a screen.
Freak sets a screen for
Takes
Ellis.
it.
Outside Hill.
Oh,
with the
Hill.
rebound.
Gotta kick
You're
that
not
to
gonna
George
see
in the
that
corner.
very
Wide
often.
open for
Plenty
three.
of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
To the middle. Out left to the wing. Shot clock at 5. Chandler with a screen for Bledsoe. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
He is yet to get into the flow of this game. His teammates have done their part, but they need him to pick his game up.
Let's see here.
Moore passes to Hill. Feeds it to George. Hill sets the screen for George. Down low. Here's Moore.
And got it.
Speed that time from George. And 12 points for Freak.
And he
Okay, stop celebrating. Stop celebrating.
Advantage he's got down low. Really difficult for them to defend.
And he gets it to go.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Stuckey kicks to Ellis. To the paint. Here's Hill. And 2 free throws.
Okay,
coming
well,
up as he
we'll
misses
get
that
2 free
one.
throws.
Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. Indiana shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. The first free throw is good. Solomon Hill, he's checked in for George. And the Suns here with a different look. Smith checked in for Chandler. Humphries comes in for Morris. Warren's checked in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Booker in for
Gotta
Eric
figure out
Bledsoe.
a way. I don't know if tapping A will skip the animation.
Knight
and not
dishes
the
to
whole
Booker.
celebration thing.
The Pacers pull it in. Moore's got rebound number 5 here tonight. It's Hill on the wing. He feeds it to Moore. On the wing, Hill, covered by Smith. Hill inside, working on Smith. Here's Moore. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Moore's got the lead up to 2
nice
now
little
for the
move
Pacers.
there.
You know, as soon as he recognized the height mismatch, he immediately pulled up for the jumper.
Barely got
And
that
Greg,
off in
that's
time,
just
though.
Good basketball. Come on, good basketball there. A clean look from that range. He's got to take
Chris Humphries. Never cared for that guy.
Ellis against Knight. 14 feet away. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 Knight shooting.
He's got to quit while he's ahead, Kev. It worked that last time, but that's an invitation for a turnover.
Stuckey passes to Moore.
Oh,
Ellis against Knight, and it's Ellis penetrating, and he gets
and
it to
one.
go.
There
How
we
about
go.
the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish.
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it. He made it look easy that time.
Indiana making some changes. Turner comes in for Jordan Hill, and Mike Scott subbed in for Moore. Nick Calathis, he's checked in for the Suns.
They got to
Did
keep
he, like,
fighting their way
shave
to the line, guys. This half has been nothing but
The
success
halfway
for them
point
there.
there,
Yeah, taking
between his
full
beard and
advantage
like
from the charity
sideburn.
stripe. They've yet to miss here in the second.
All sorts of time, and the shot no good, a
So,
bit short.
Interesting
Pacers
way
leading by
to.
3.
Never seen that style before.
And some changes here for the Pacers.
An ear
Morris
soul
checked in
patch,
for Stuckey.
I guess you
and
would
it's
call
Hill
that.
in for Monte Ellis.
Come on, I really don't want to stare at. I don't even want to stare at the digital version of him.
We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter.
Always annoyed me with his stupid little
Humphries with a
grin he
screen
would
on
do when
Hill.
he did something
Calathis
right.
kicks to Humphries. Good. That's Calathis who picks up
I
the
hate
assist.
when that happens.
Humphries has got 7 points.
Some big points
Update
there. I mean, they
required.
got him on a nice
Update.
play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And exactly what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. Just more of the same.
To the paint, here's Moore, and he drops in the
Ooh,
layup off
nice
the glass.
little.
Moore's got the lead back up to 6 now for the Pacers.
Oh, great. That's going to stay there now until I
outstanding.
update.
Definitely
Wonderful.
one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Here's Kalathis, and lots of contact there.
Oh, that's not
Missing
going to be
the shot.
annoying
That's
at all.
two. It's his first trip to the line.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And guys, this has not been a season to remember for him at the free throw line, certainly to this point.
He's off on the second. The drive by Hill.
Oh.
And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. It's the Pacers up by 6. And we're coming back in just a moment. And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this
Okay,
point.
well, that's an annoying aspect.
So it's Phoenix now.
I guess that's going to be there for
6-point
the
game.
rest of the game.
Their next game is at Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland, taking on the Cavaliers. That's game 4.
Funny thing is, I got that
on the
message
road
when I
for
initially started the game, and I did go to the main menu,
Hill
and
is up there with Solomon
I guess
Hill.
the-
Then it's Paul George, and it's
the
Turner in at the
notification
pivot
went
spot.
away. I guess
That's
the
Pacers
update didn't
5.
stick for some
A
strange
slight
reason.
advantage for them in the rebound
Oh,
department, but that
God,
oftentimes
kidding me.
is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent
Get
clip the
outta
way they
here.
have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Hill, he's checked in for the Pacers. Stuckey comes in for Solomon Hill. And so here's Phoenix. They trail by 6. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right.
Bad this
Kevin, the
broadcast
offense
is
has
in
basically
3D.
been running in place.
They got to get going.
Defenders need to recognize and be alert to staying on
Would
him
have
as
been a
we
fun
get into
block
crunch
to
time.
see.
And Moore kicks to Hill. Here's George. Good. The assist
Ooh,
goes to
nice
Hill.
fight through contact there.
11 points here for George.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Knight dishes to Morris. And that one
Oh.
is good.
That coverage is just too weak. I mean, heading down the stretch,
Too
that sort of
weak.
defensive lapse can cost you a game.
I was right
There's
there.
the pick. Pick up by Hill. Inside. Moore.
Whoa, okay,
And that's
somehow
out of
he
bounds.
swatted
Indiana
it.
will
I guess he
retain
swatted it
possession.
like that?
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Outside Hill. 6 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. Can't get it to
Oh,
go.
just over my
Bledsoe
head.
with the defensive effort. Here's Morris and fouled hard
Okay,
that
good
time.
foul,
He'll get to
good
the line and
foul.
shoot 2. That one on George.
Talk about a terrific game for Morris. 12 points, and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
All right, hit him with the
And Clark, he's
earthquake.
just done a great job defensively. That one steal doesn't tell the whole story.
First
Didn't
free
work.
throw is good.
All right, we'll take 2.
And Morris
Didn't
drops
work
them
again.
both.
Not allow inside basket.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Moore with it.
Oh, no, 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 no.
Stolen by
Oh,
Bledsoe.
not exactly
Knight
what I
into
wanted
the
to
lane.
do.
Shots good by Bledsoe. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Suns.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able
we
to
go.
convert when they've gotten out in transition.
Well, as we move into the fourth, it's been an even game.
Yeah, it has been. Neither
Stick
team
to
able
the
to
screen
create any
and pass
significant
game.
separation so far.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Jeff Hornacek as he addressed his team.
No inside
He's looking
baskets.
for whatever they
Nobody.
have left in the tank. He said,
I will
know
do
it's
my
been a hard
best
fought
to
game,
guard the paint.
But now's not the time to leave anything in reserve. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I expect you to be going all out, full speed. Guys?
And it's Hill penetrating, tipped away. Stuckey kicks to Moore.
Okay. Where'd everyone go?
Pick up by Hill. They set the pick. Shoots off the screen. That
Oh.
one wide left.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
It's as if the defenses have just given up.
Yeah, you know, the pace has only picked up the deeper we've gotten into this game, which is
Wow.
remarkable. It speaks to the endurance
Why
and
would you
stamina
take that
of
shot?
these teams. And it's also been
Oh,
a
the
lot of
computer's
fun to
gonna
watch.
doom me into a loss.
Knight for 3. Rebounded by Moore. Moore's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Knight against Stuckey. Gets the bucket
And one.
and the foul. It's on Tyson Chandler.
How about these big shots for him in the fourth? He has been locked and loaded offensively.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Pacers.
They've knocked down plenty of mid-range jumpers in this one. That's been big for them.
Yeah, but don't forget about their points in the paint, because those have been big.
Ellis is checked in for Rodney Stuckey.
Come on.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter.
That's what we needed, a
Chandler's screen.
three-point play.
Bledsoe for 3. It's hauled in by George. George has got his 3rd rebound tonight.
Okay, come on, me.
The 3 from Hill. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
I didn't even get back. I barely got to half
Bledsoe
court.
passes to Tucker. Moore
Nope.
with the block. They recover it.
Oh, I couldn't get the second one.
Knight's
though.
got the game tied up here for the Suns. Phoenix Suns
Andy.
come into this
Yes,
one following
Vin
a loss
Maz,
to the
that
Rockets
is my
in
name.
Houston.
Hello.
Hill a screen on Bledsoe. Here's Hill. Hill left side. Ellis kicks to Hill. Yes, and it's
Ooh,
Ellis
nice
picking up
shot.
the assist. Ellis has got his 3rd assist on the night.
Loose D here. Critical stretch. I mean, you better off sending them to the free throw lines than to have them get that good a look.
Still not doing all that great of a job protecting the paint, though. Got one block in there.
1:37 left in the fourth.
Oh,
good from
bounce out.
Bledsoe.
Yes.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroke. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Right side Hill. Hill sets the screen for Hill. Off the screen.
Woo!
And the layup
I
good
thought
by
he was
Hill.
gonna miss it.
Now it's
Yeah,
a
that's
4-point
uncalled
Pacer
for.
lead.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket?
Morris a screen. It's Knight with the drive.
he's gonna
On his
get it.
15th shot attempt, he makes his 9th basket. Shooting a healthy 60% tonight.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball
no
extremely
kidding.
well.
Hill against Bledsoe. Ellis off a pick from Moore. Ellis wide open.
Nice.
Monte Ellis, one of the great scorers in the game, and his team is getting his best effort right now.
Bledsoe with it. He's picked up by Hill. Chandler a screen. Outside Knight. And the foul on Monte Ellis. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
For three, Bledsoe. It's in! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
There's no doubt about it. Eric Bledsoe has got the touch. He's feeling it.
No kidding. Even a wild shot like that is
expect
going
to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, you got the lead. Burn some clock here.
Smart move.
Yep.
Outside for George. Freak sets a screen for George. Good!
There we go.
Shot, one after the other. PG, Paul George, making it happen.
Well, watch out for Bledsoe throwing up wild three-pointers, though.
Here's Bledsoe. That doesn't go
That's
for
mine.
Bledsoe. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as
couldn't
much
fight
a
around
problem for them
the
as the
defense
score is
there,
right
trying to
now,
get
so
to
they got to
that.
try to manage it.
It's okay.
Drops
I have
the first
faith
one,
in
and
Bill.
that gives them a 4-point cushion. So it gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
And those free throws will mean a ton now. It makes it a two-possession game.
This one for three. And the Suns
Oh,
get it back.
no.
Passes it to Tucker. Three-pointer. George with the defensive effort.
Oh, they're just going to let it go.
So it's Indiana picking up the win. It was
All right,
a
nice
fantastic
comeback
ball
win
game,
there.
and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, and they got pushed down the stretch, but they,
Minimum score tonight.
Not a bad night.
Monte, this was a nice one.
Rebound shy of the
2K
double-double.
Sports post-game show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Freak. He had no problem getting back into a shooting rhythm to start the second half, nailing all 4 of his first 4 field goals. What are your thoughts, Kenny, on his game tonight?
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction. And
Every
there was a little bit of
trick
luck
in the
here
book.
and there, but he
Like
was on fire.
their poor defense.
Seeing
Hey,
Freak
did set
dominate the
some
way he
good
did
screens
tonight
in that.
reminded me of watching him play in high school. He was a man among boys. He was a 4-time consensus All-American back then. Overall, great game.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.
Okay, let's go back to the main menu, see if I can get rid of this message. Of course, once it loads. Do. Alright, exit. Okay, I guess it's updating now. I mean, this looks positive.
Having a helmet on that long gets a little taxing on the neck.
It's hurting my neck.
I can tell you can't take a punch.
On today's episode
And
of
my
NBA
controller
2K
randomly
we
shut
hang
off
with
there.
our newest studio show member, Kenny the Jet Smith. We give you some details and pro-am. We recap last.
Okay. Hopefully that has worked now. Oh, that's why my controller died. I forgot. Got the notification batteries were low. Okay, what do we got practice-wise? Beat the pro 15 feet. I think I'll hang out with teammates. Ooh, All-Star break's coming up.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with my esteemed colleagues, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Indiana Pacers. We've seen some solid play from this Indiana team recently. They must be satisfied with the way things have gone for them over the first few months. They've played with confidence and composure and have won more than their share of games.
Oh yeah, we're awesome. We started off terrible, but have suddenly become the best team in the East.
And at the All-Star break, a chance for players to heal and recuperate. And Kenny, let's talk about injuries. A part of the game, but some manage to stay healthy. Is it all just luck?
Well, some of it's luck, but a lot of it's preparation. If you prepare your body for the rigors of the NBA season, you're going to reduce the risk and you become more durable, and the quality teams have that. But really, one of the most valuable things a player can bring to the table is health.
You know, the saying goes, the best ability is availability.
Oh, I like that.
And, you know, there's truth to that. You know, so many things factor into a player's health. Toughness, conditioning, and it's a great training staff you also need to have. It all adds up.
Do you recall who it was who said the best ability is availability?
Dr. Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh, really? Under what circumstances was this famous quote uttered?
I just made it up, Ernie.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for your honesty, which I understand is the best policy. Somebody just said that.
Wow.
Nice.
I like that. I've never heard that.
I got one, Ernie. E equals MC squared.
Ooh, Kenny, you got anything? No, I didn't think so.
No.
Thanks for tuning in.
To be or not to be?
That is the question.
One of the most
Ooh, look at this
monuments in
live
the nation,
shot.
The War Memorial. The Pacers
And
look
back
take charge.
to,
We're going to bring it to you here
video
from
game land.
Indianapolis, Indiana. The Hawks will kick off their road trip right here. And, of course, Kyle Singler. It's a big day for him playing with his new Pacer teammates for the
Real
first
life
time.
Hawks are off
I'm
to
really
a good
excited
start.
about seeing how this team
Pacers
is going
aren't
to
doing too
evolve
bad
since
themselves.
the trade. I mean, he's a guy that can end up being a key player for him down the stretch.
No doubt about it. I mean, there's some guys you win.
Oh,
with,
that's right. I'm
and
going to be
some
on
guys
Millsap.
You win because of it.
Oh,
and when you look at him,
okay.
though not a superstar.
I guess it's a lose-lose either way. I mean, they're going to have Paul Millsap or Al
come
Horford.
together.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Millsap at power forward with Horford at the center. Teague and
talented
Korver are the guards. And it's Cephalosha
Duo
in at the
for
three
the
slot.
Hawks.
Now here is Hill. 5 to shoot. George with no one around. And a foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game.
It's a quick foul to pick up here in the opening quarter.
Atlanta with the
Did
ball.
not mean to do that.
It's a 3-point game. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
And you don't have to go too deep into the box score to figure out why they lost that when they just had an inability on that
Okay, I'll let
game
him have that.
to make shots.
You know, sometimes we talk about a defense getting into the heads of the opposing players, Greg, but that night
Swish.
they got up in their own heads, just got in their own way and couldn't get out of it.
Swish, swash, swoosh.
Outside Teague. Horford with a screen on Hill. Teague drives in. It's stolen by Hill.
Oh,
Outside Hill. Pass to Ellis. From outside, off the mark.
boo.
A slow start for Atlanta in this one. Teague dishes to Horford.
I had to scare him.
Millsap
Clearly
against
my
Hill
scare
on the
tactics
left
worked.
block, and that one's good. Millsap.
And that was a terrible
He's got so much
mismatch
junk
there.
in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And it's Hill penetrating. Here's Moore. And
Get in there.
There's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass. Getting it
And
down.
that's how we
They
do it.
have got to put a body on him because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
Cephalosha kicks to Teague. Millsap a screen.
Cephalosha.
Dishes to Korver. The feed now to Millsap. Hill against Teague. Score the basket. Nice shot after
Nice
missing
little
his first
floater there.
attempt.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
Hill drives in. Good.
And he came off that screen
Victory
and he
jump.
just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Here's Cephalosha. Following the basket by George Hill. Feeds to Cephalosha. Picked by Horford. Cephalosha kicks to Teague.
Watch forward coming off of the screen.
Lets it go with the 3. Rebound Hill.
Saw that play a lot of
Pacers leading by
times
5.
in his days with Chicago. It's one of his favorite. Come off that screen.
Outside Hill. He kicks it to George. Launches a 3. Count the bucket.
Splash.
George has got 6.
They've got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
It's been a complete technical dominant performance out here. They are in a zone.
And that one's good.
Ah.
Millsap.
And it looks
Thought
like
maybe the double
he
team
might
would help
just
there.
be
It
on
did
his
not.
A game today, Clark.
Indiana's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Here's Hill. Kept alive. Here's Moore. Soft.
Got
touch
it.
off the glass. Moore's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Where's the box out? Some easy.
Both
second
points have
chance
come off of
opportunities there.
putbacks, too.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
Horford, no luck.
Good. Oh, I don't
And
get
here's
strong
Indiana.
defense for that?
They're on a 14-6
Come on, that was good
run.
shot defense. And you know it.
Pick up by Hill. Ellis off a pick from Moore. Ellis kicks to George. Off target there. That would have pushed the
couldn't fight
lead to
around
double
the
digits.
box out.
The Hawks trail by 8.
Who am I guarding?
1:53 left
Found
to
him.
play in the first quarter. Outside Teague. Rebounded by Moore. Moore's
Okay,
got
make
3
sure I don't
rebounds now
throw
in
it
this
away
one.
like
Let's go
sometimes I'm
quickly over
prone
to
to
Doris
do.
Burke for an update.
I had a chance to talk with head coach Mike Budenholzer. His biggest concern seemed to
Mike
be how
what?
to contain Monte Ellis on the offensive end. He said, quote, no matter where he is on the floor, he is a threat to score because he can get into the lane whenever he wants. We'll just have to try and get
I
the
got
ball
it.
out of his hands on the offensive end. We'll see
Totally
if they can
nailed
do just
that rebound.
All right, Doris. Some changes for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Hill. Rodney Stuckey's subbed in for Ellis. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Hardaway's checked in. Horford, good.
Yeah, good looking bounce pass to set up
Good
that
shot there.
107
Should have gone up
left
for
in
the
the first
block
quarter.
instead of the steal.
Hill kicks to George. Turner with a screen for George. Pulls up on the wing, and he gets it to go. George has got his 3rd basket of the
That
night
last
right there.
little screen
How
there
about
gave him
the
just
screen that
enough
frees
room.
him up, though, for the jumper?
Teague kicks to Millsap. Outside Teague. This one for 3. Rebounded by
Nope.
Moore. Moore's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Boo-doo.
Hill
Boo-doo.
with it. Picked up by Teague. Moore. Good. The assist goes to Hill.
Boo-doo.
And it's 6 points for Freak.
Their defense just hasn't been able to slow them down.
And that's a big reason why they're trailing.
Oh.
Surrendering too many easy baskets. Hard to get that one
Hit
off
left trigger
with the
to
size
lock into
difference there.
Horford
That
there, and
makes
I
it a
got
tough
stuck.
individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But boy, that was a nice job.
And the shot is good from Stuckey.
Nice
And really,
layup.
these teams don't even look like they belong on the same court today.
I don't think they do based on what we've seen. A double-digit lead, and we're still in the first. Ouch. That's painful.
Millsap kicks to Horford.
Oh, no. Oh,
Again,
he
the
got
Hawks
it.
score.
Okay.
I'm sure they're
Whoops.
satisfied with that possession, guys. Very nice
I was
shot that time.
expecting the shot there, and I went for the rebound instead of staying and guarding my guy.
And we welcome you back to start the quarter. Players had a chance to get hydrated with Gatorade. And there's certain to be some great basketball ahead for us. And a
Gatorade!
closer look
Hey,
here at the
Scott,
scoring
get him
breakdown
out.
for Indiana.
That mid-range shot has been a weapon for them up to this point, fellas.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
Impressive,
On the court for
impressive.
Atlanta, Jonas Jerebko out there with Tim Hardaway Jr.
Okay, let's simulate here. Has difficulties playing through contact and getting to the line.
He's checked in for
That would
Muscala.
explain a couple
Millsap
times he
comes in
missed,
for Jerebko.
has missed a shot
Thabo
because of the
Cephalosha
tough
is
defense.
checked in for Hardaway, and it's Teagan for Shelvin Mack. And it's Ellis penetrating. Here's Moore.
Get in there!
So he
Ah,
ends
so
up to the
close.
line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case, Greg. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
And so Moore
Buried it.
nails both of them.
What a stellar outing in this one for Freak. He's got 8 points, and he's getting it done on the glass, too.
You're right, Clark. He's done some real nice work on the
I
inside.
had the same amount of rebounds as I did points there for a
Horford
second
with the
before I
screen on
got those
George.
2 free throws.
Here's Cephalosha. No good.
Nope.
Excellent D from Moore.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
Nice, get in
You know
there.
what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've
Whoop,
controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
Boop, boop.
And Holiday kicks to T. There's the dish to Cephalosha. Hawks passing it around.
Not gonna get it to Horford.
Millsap a screen.
Actually, they probably can
Back
if
to
they
T.
wanted to.
Passes it to Horford. Fires it up. And it's T.
Wow.
That time on the assist by Holiday.
Nice shot.
And that's now 6 points for
I
Jeff
had
T.
to hand it to him on that one.
Ellis against T.
Ooh, you got
And a
squeezed.
wide open look here for Ellis.
Squeezed.
Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
And a
Whoops.
dunk by
Daisy.
You know, he's not your typical NBA center in terms of height, guys, but he plays as big as any of them, thanks to his incredible bounceability.
And George, here we go. Score the
Just
basket.
too
His
good.
4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
Ellis against Teague. To the
Whoa.
middle. Got a piece
Oh,
of it.
no.
It's stolen by Hill. Fast break. Here comes Indiana.
And one.
And
Oh.
contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. Pacers have missed 2 free throws in the
So
game, going 5 for
close.
7. And the first one at the line is good. George Hill's checked in for Indiana.
Ooh, we got an F on be patient on offense. Oops.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that
But
time.
coach, we're scoring.
Here's Holiday.
Look at us,
Looking
we're up
for
by
his first
20
basket
now.
still in
We
this
don't
one.
need to be patient. Push, push, push.
Down low. Here's Millsap. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
Nice pass there to set that bucket up.
And that's 10 of their last 12 points that have come off assists.
And it's Hill penetrating. Rejected by Millsap. Here's Holiday, and there's the whistle. Foul hard on the shot.
I thought that was going to be a clean block.
It's going to be on Freak.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Earthquake.
Both free throws good from Holiday.
Yeah, didn't work at all.
17 seconds left in the first half of basketball. George gets a screen from Moore. And George, here we go. Sweet little flow. George has got 4 points this quarter.
Very
and
nice.
it's all
Very,
about the
very
release
nice.
when you shoot the floater.
Teague for three. That misses. Would have counted had it gone
Nope.
in. And so a
All
pretty
right,
lopsided
18-point
game to
lead
the
at
first half.
isn't bad.
It's the Pacers. They lead by 18. We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. Monte Ellis has been sensational.
And he just went off in those first two quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
You know, guys, I think you've got to make some sort of change.
No,
I mean, they can't
why'd
let
you
him
pass it
continue
right to
torch
Millsap?
him up like he has been.
In at power forward. George Hill out there with Ellis. Then it's Hill, and it's George in at the small forward. So that's the group out there for Indiana.
Okay, let's calm
And
things
keeping
down
us updated
here.
from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Suns played some outstanding basketball. He had 21 points and was just efficient on the offensive end, picking his spots on when to keep the ball moving or try his own luck. This game of his was just a standout, all-around display of basketball. Coaches love to see that, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you. It really was a stunning performance. He was at his absolute best in that game.
And if he can come anywhere close to another performance like that here tonight, it would be amazing.
Yeah, it really
I
would be, because
jumped
you
too
know
early
now
on
the
that
defense
one.
is going to be focused squarely on him. They're going to make sure that he doesn't beat him again.
Freak sets a screen for Ellis. Pick up by Hill. They set the pick. And it's George finishing it off.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in a game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
Perfection.
Well,
I was the
that's a
one who set
sound
the
physical
screen.
play. I mean, can't be afraid
Come on,
to
guys,
put a
like you
shoulder into
expect
somebody
anything
every once
less.
in a while. It's a contact sport, folks.
The three-point game, such a big part of the NBA. Let's see the best teams at it. Number one, the Pacers.
You know, unlike some of the other team statistics, there are a few key guys who have helped get them to the top of the leaderboard more than other teams. I mean, this is an outstanding three-point shooting team. They take advantage of their strengths by getting good looks from behind the arc.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Turner comes in for Hill. Rodney Stuckey subbed in for Monte Ellis. The Hawks have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. Taking 2 shots. He hits the second from the line.
Well, at least they only got 1 point out of that.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Hill passes to Turner. It's Freak, top of the key. Indiana moving the ball around.
Let me set a screen here.
Hill against T.
Please don't dribble
Just
out of
5 on the
bounds.
clock. Hill dishes to Moore. Great
What?
look there, but off target.
And as far as jump shots go, that's what you have to continue to try and get.
I don't know how that one stayed out.
And he gets the bucket. 9
Defensive
points for
breakdown.
T.
Yep, because
The
my
D
guy is
just
supposed to
sagged
be
off
Jeff T.
just enough and no hesitation on his part.
They set the pick. Hill drives in. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2. Paul Millsap picks
That's
one up.
okay, that's okay.
Pacers have made 7 out of 9 when
Hill
they step
comes
to the
away
line.
with 2 here.
That free throw, no good. Scotty's checked in for the Pacers. Hill comes in for George. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Jordan Hill, he's checked in for Turner.
Okay, those
Freak comes in
heads
for
kind
Mike
of
Scott.
spasm there.
George
That
is
was
checked
weird.
in for Hill. And it's Ellis.
Oh,
in for
I
Rodney
didn't
Stuckey.
think he could reach
And
in
the
like
Hawks will
that.
go for a different look here.
Okay,
Horford's
that's
checked in for
totally my
Urebko.
fault.
Cephalosha comes in for Kyle Korver. Justin Holiday's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Teague in for Shelvin Mack. Hill inside. Teague covering.
Wow.
And now here comes Teague leading the break. Pass to Muskawa. He dishes it to Cephalosha. Kicks it to Teague. There's the screen to the right side. And there's the pass to Cephalosha.
Wish I had some scouting report on him.
From 12 feet out. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And it's 13 points for Teague.
Well, I tell you what, getting out in transition has really been a big part of this run they're on now.
And the best way to pile up points in a hurry, just run and get your buckets before the defense can get set.
Here's Horford. Great look there, but off target.
All right, well. This is going remarkably well all of a sudden.
Might not come down to the wire, but you never know.
Yeah, you
Hawks
never know
trail by
because we're kind of
13.
letting them right back in.
Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. On the court for Atlanta, Millsap at power forward with Horford at the center. And it's Thabo Cephalosha. Then there's Teague, and it's Holiday in at the shooting guard position.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
George, no
Oh,
good.
I just realized I
And
had
for the
Teague
Hawks,
on
they're
me. I
shooting
should
at
have taken
50%
advantage of
in
that.
a decent groove. Here's Millsap, drains the jumper to finish the break. Millsap's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Hawks. Pacers leading by 11. Ellis right side.
Ooh, nice
It
move.
falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
That'll lead to an
Beautiful
easy
finger roll
bucket.
to cap that drive off. He knows how to finish with some flair and flavor, guys.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Millsap sets the pick for Teague. And Paul Millsap, the bucket on the assist by Teague. That's 12 points for Millsap.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Ooh.
Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession. And some changes here for the Pacers. Turner comes in for Hill. Rodney Stuckey subbed in for George Hill. Hardaway's checked in for Atlanta. And it's the Pacers with the ball.
Okay.
Ellis outside. The three from George. That's good again. His 7th basket, 7 for 10 from the floor.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Ellis against Hardaway. To the wing on the left. Millsap kicks to Teague.
Watch the cut.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. The three from Cephalosha. Good.
Just a little
that's my
confusion
fault.
among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
They set the screen. And stolen by Horford.
Uh-oh. Whew. Okay. Well, I think I
Teague
managed to
against
stop
Stuckey.
the break.
Outside Millsap. Here's the three. Horford slams it back in. Horford's got it back down to within single digits for the Hawks.
Okay, we are
slam that one back
collapsing.
in.
Well, that's making him pay for letting him get his hands on that rebound.
Yeah, is it ever? I mean, I doubt we'll see them make that mistake again.
Take
Stuckey
the
against
screen.
Teague. 6 on the shot clock. Stuckey outside. Gets an open look and hits.
Okay, well, I guess that works too.
3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Hardaway passes to Teague. Millsap kicks to Cephalosha. Millsap a screen on George. Pass to Hardaway. 6 to shoot. Fade away, and that is good.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
Pacers leading by 9. There's the pick. And George, here we go.
George having a fantastic.
Okay, I'll take
He's got 17 points, and he sprayed home
free
3
throws.
three-pointers as well.
This is really production personified from long range.
Game
And
relatively
look at how
close
the
to getting
offensive
in and
approach has been
one.
going here so far for the Pacers.
You know, I thought maybe they cooled off a bit at halftime, but they've continued to bury the jump shot.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers
Couple
they've
bounces,
forced,
but hey,
and the
both went
points
in.
that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Hill, he's checked in for Turner. And George Hill's subbed in for Ellis. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Yes, guys, Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team. He was emphatic. We're not getting it done, fellas. We've simply got to step up, get engaged, and try to battle back. Guys, we'll see if the pep talk gets them going.
Sabo Sapolosha has checked in for the Hawks.
No, don't let him get inside position.
Teague dishes to Horford. Goes back up. And he was fouled in the layup. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Now, here's George. To the middle. Shot from 12. And he gets the
There we go.
spin, and that one drops. And 12 points for Freak.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
No one bid on that pump fake.
Hill
What game
against
he was
Teague.
watching.
Takes the elbow jumper and drains it.
Ugh.
We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. They set the pick. Here's Hill. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist.
There we go.
Hill's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And that one's good. Millsap. 1:25 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Hill against Teague. The drive by Hill. Right post shot.
Come on, come
Shot
on.
no good.
Oh.
So the Hawks will take it the other way. Teague gets to Millsap. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
What a performance from Millsap
Staying
here.
on
He's got 14 points and 1 steal.
He's just been impossible to contain. He's been unreal in this game.
Utterly fantastic is how I would categorize that performance,
Oh,
Greg.
good.
The
Ellis is
Pacers
back in.
making a
Probably
switch
could
here.
use that.
Ellis is checked in. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. 1:06 left in the game.
Oh,
Millsap with the
no.
steal.
Oh, he didn't lead the pass.
He feeds it to Cephalosha. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock
I
those
was
down.
really
when
expecting
he
him
is
to
that
lead
open.
with that
And
pass.
George, here we go. Can't connect from short range.
Wow.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
I was
This team
expecting
looks
him
like
more
they've got
to
it just about wrapped
take
up.
that
You're
jump
exactly
shot
right.
he
I mean,
had.
take care of the ball, work the clock. It's a wrap.
Yep, nice game. Here's Ellis. And he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. And the Pacers lead by 9.
Should
Great job
hopefully
of
put the
utilizing that
final
screen
nail
and
in the
finding
coffin on
space.
this one.
Can't guard us on the perimeter basket. Spread the floor, isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Out to the right wing. Holiday inside the line. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Oh!
It's
And
going
one.
to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
I'm running out of breath.
And he hits both free throws here. So now
Doesn't matter. Still good as gold.
And that's curtains for him. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out.
There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter, but they recover it. Muscala, the pass to Holiday. And Mack kicks to Holiday. The three. Good.
Wow. Just lob it.
So it's Indiana picking up the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans.
Coach satisfaction season. Well, at least we're right at the average.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan Player of the Game, Monte Ellis. Tonight we saw all the reasons why he's been an established presence in this league for as long as he has. Clutch play from a great
Ellis hit a huge
He
shot
was dead
there at
on
the
from
end.
the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance.
And
get us
that'll
back
do it
in
for
it.
tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sport.
So long for now. Oh, that takes us into the All-Star break. Boop-a-doop-boop-a-doop-boop-boo. I will be playing in the Rising Stars game. I know that much. Oh, free throw golf. Yes, please. You get some practices in, do this, play the Rising Stars game, and I think that should be good enough to wrap things up for today. Of course, continue tomorrow morning as well. Well, at least I should say wrap things up for the morning sports stream, so I will be back in the afternoon with something else. What? Not sure yet. Oh.
All right, guys, come on. Get to a basket. Let's shoot some free throws.
Wish Boston Top wasn't with this. Swish. I absolutely love doing free throw golf. 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 One of the few practice drills I'm actually good at. Alright, 28, not bad. Almost got it perfect.
Okay, guys. We need to pick up the intensity. Boston drill. Here we go.
This is about to get ugly. Oh! Woohoo! Nailed it. No, 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 no. Ah, I tried too much. Ah. Really? Nice defense. Ah. Gave him too much space there. Yeah, he's gonna win this. Whew! Alright, well. I have a chance to make a little bit of a comeback. Oh, sure, play defense against me, but not him. Ooh! Ah. Oh, alright, well, it's up to me. Again. Woohoo! Alright, still got a chance. Ah! Oh, I screwed up. I hate doing these drills. I wish you could choose.
All right, let's wrap it up. Feel free to hang around and take some shots. And don't forget, meet me at noon.
Nah, I got what I needed to do. But I guess if you could choose, that would make everything a little too easy. You have been selected for 2017 All-Star Weekend events. I'm guessing the one in yellow is the ones that I've been selected for. Ooh, Heart and Soul. Oh, I forgot to check that one badge that I got. I saw something about a shot blocking one that I could probably level up. I wonder if these are... Oh, these are just tips. I don't think these are actual badges that I earned. Could be wrong, though.
Welcome everyone to the NBA Rising Stars Challenge, as we'll see the best and the brightest young players in the NBA face off. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. And it's the elites to start out.
And it's just something about the Rising Stars Challenge. It gives each of these young players a chance to really do something special on a national stage, maybe for the first time in their professional career.
Definitely some interesting lighting in this arena.
We've got Erickson. He's out there
I feel
with
like
Okafor.
It's really
and it's
dark.
Santos in at the small forward. And so it's the elites getting on the board first.
Funny fun, thanks for the follow.
Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. You brought up the big stage these young guys are on tonight. For so many of the fans, Greg, who are still, just getting familiar with these players, it really is a great welcome to the NBA moment.
There we go.
It really is a showcase. And for each player, whether they have great moments or not, just being chosen to participate is a huge honor. And it says a lot about where they stand amongst their peers.
Here is Ford. Following the basket by Freak. And Booker kicks to Moore. Elbow shot is on the way. And good. That's a friendly bounce off the right side
Elbow
of the rim.
shot is on the way.
Such a good shooter
and he
from that
buries
range.
it.
And you factor in his height advantage, it's almost unfair.
And we've got a collection of the greatest players in the world here. I mean, and playing in an event where they can really let it all hang out.
And that's exactly why we always come away with such great memories. I mean, because they really do try to give the fans as many highlights as possible. And they are the best players in the world.
And he gets it to go.
Nice.
And we haven't seen very much of him in the regular season yet. But there's no question he's got a very bright future ahead of him.
I agree with all of that. Even with limited playing time, his talent has been evident. And that talent is strong enough to have earned him a spot in this game. And that says a lot considering he doesn't play a bunch for his team.
Passes it to Ford.
And guys, since this game started back in '94, this has been a perfect warm-up.
A lot of space.
I mean, it has
there.
all the fun and excitement of the big game with the added element of introducing some of the great young stars to the league's fans.
And so here are the elites. After the Stars get the three. Used the screen and took it all the way.
And it was the screen
show everyone
there,
my
guys,
awesome
that freed
screening
him up
abilities.
as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
Almost a backboard breaker.
Graves passes to Ford. Picked by Okafor. A floater. Ford, that's good. Ford's got 8.
I know we never see a lot of defense in these games, but tonight we're not seeing any.
Simply call it a free-for-all. I mean, you want the guys to have fun out there, but it would be nice to see some effort put into the defensive end of the floor.
I'm probably the only
And
guy
the
on
elites
this
with the
court
ball.
that's actually playing defense.
It's Freak, top of the key. 5 on the clock. Here's Bosniak. Sinks the three-pointer.
And there's an assist.
He's got 5.
And there's no question he was going to be playing in this game, because as far as a first or second year player goes, he's about as impactful as any in the league.
That's exactly right. I mean, he's quickly become one of his team's most important players. For most guys, that can take years, but it's happened really fast for him.
The Elites leading by 5.
Point guard.
There's a screen. Here's more.
Oh!
Ford with the
I just
rebound.
wanted to
Good
fall
little
for the jumper.
two-man
But
action there, but they just
It
can't
carried
get
me into the
shot to
layup.
fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Now, here is Ford. He's got 8. Here's Okafor. More
Nope.
with the block. And that one ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for the Elites. Payne comes in for Moutier. The Stars making a switch here. Clock at 6. Russell with a wide open look. Second chance shot. It's blocked. And they'll keep possession. And another shot. Can't get it to go.
Okay,
The Elites
there
go
we
the other
go.
way with it. A minute 42 left here in the opening quarter. Payne dishes to Cauley Stein.
Nice
And the layup's good off the
move.
glass. Cauley Stein's got his first basket of the night.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
Now, here is Russell. To the inside, 11 feet away. It's tipped.
Well, not really
I don't know
his
why he
best
attempted
quarter
that
as
shot.
far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Here's Bosniak, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
Laying down the
The
hammer on
Stars
that
trail
one.
by 9. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Here's Russell. Converts on the jumper for the easy 2. Russell's got his first basket.
My goodness, since when does he score off the crossover? Now I've truly seen it all.
There's a screen.
Yay.
There's 37 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Moore with the bucket.
There we go.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Now, here is Russell. Pass to Santos. Here's
Santos.
Okafor. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. The Stars shooting their first shots from the stripe in this
Brick.
game. And that one falls for Okafor.
Not a flattering
Very
still.
well
there
controlled
of
for the
him.
most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
Moore, he's in at the 4 spot. Booker out there with Moutier. Then there's Cauley Stein. That's the group on the floor for the Elites.
And you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few
Yeah,
fouls
now where are you going
being
to go?
called.
And most of that, Greg, is because
Apparently
they're not
right
playing
there.
full force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much
Cauley
contact
Stein,
around the
is not
bucket
gonna
in
play
this game
defense.
as you would ordinarily.
And so here are the Elites. Scored by
Oh!
the Stars.
And the idea of setting a screen on that play was right, but just poor execution.
Yeah, it just can't be a hard screen at all costs. There is a legality to how you set a screen. So you got to be
Shenanigans.
inside of both lines, legal and hard.
So it's the Stars now, trailing by 5. They set the pick. Here's Ford. And the 3 off target.
Nope.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Moutier. Rebound by the Stars.
Well, that's a bad miss
And
right
not the
there.
shot I
you'd
would've
like to see
taken,
him
but-
be a little more assertive when he has such good
Guess
position.
I'm not him.
Here's Ford. And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. And now just a 3-point Elite lead. Off the screen. A second chance effort. And Freak with the layup. Moore's got 8.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent
One of my
anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
There's the pass to Santos. Out to the right wing. Ford with the ball. He's got 10. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Elites.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And that's what's created a rhythm for them offensively. That's also why you see them knocking down that mid-range jump shot.
And so here are the Elites. Their biggest lead of the
Nailed
game was
it.
9.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Showing why I'm one of the best.
Graves passes to Ford. Passes to Santos.
Oh, that was a terrible jump.
With his first shot attempt. Jump shot is good that time.
Whoopsie.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
All right, fans, get loud once more. Bring on Elites dance through.
Okay.
The Elites leading by 4. Bosniak, guarded by Erickson. Here's Bosniak, and that one goes in.
Ooh, nice
as he
and
is
one.
Fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Hopefully an and one.
They are really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
The defensive backboard has been controlled. They have not allowed a lot of second chances. It's been about one and done for the most part, and I'm not talking about leaving college.
Yeah, I know you're not. That's a bunch of good rebounding taking place there, boy.
Oh, Frank Kaminsky. Kaminsky. I said Kaminsky. Always forget to say the end. Always get him and, well, what used to be the Chicago White Sox, old ball field, Comiskey Park.
Now, here is Ford.
For some reason, I always get the two of those mixed together or mixed up. I always say Comiskey for him when I mean Kaminsky.
Now, here's Moutier. Takes the 13-footer. Tries again. Moore with the bucket.
Really? I had a point guard on me.
Elite lead.
It was like half my size.
Really
Get up!
Nice job to
Get
convert the
up!
putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Here's Erickson. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
The offense has a better flow, and it actually looks better here in the second quarter.
It does. They're playing with a little bit more bounce in their step and trying to close this gap.
Tiggs right through the knee for the layup. And the Elites lead by 9.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now, here is Ford. 11 points in the game. Erickson passes to Graves. 6 on the shot clock. Moutier with the rebound.
Hey, there we
They've been
go.
the glass eaters today, guys. A ton of effort out of them down low.
It's been a difference maker for them in this game. That's what's put them in front.
Here's Moore. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. There's 18 seconds left in the first half of basketball.
Oh.
Sensational block. But they get it back.
Yeah,
it's going
we're
to be
gonna
over
get
and back. Not watching for the line that
That's
time.
a good block there.
Despite that possession.
And that does it for the... Welcome back, everyone, to the Rising Stars Challenge.
This is a
Where the
lot better
NBA's
Rising
youngest,
Stars game than
brightest
NBA
stars take the
2K15.
And it's not hard
When I
to
made the
tell
Rising
just how much
Stars
fun these
in
young
that
guys are
game, I
having out
played
there
for
tonight.
like a
That's
minute,
exactly
and that
right.
was
and the
it.
same goes for the fans. I mean, they're having a blast too.
Maybe
what
2
a terrific
minutes.
event this has been.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the floor for the Stars, we've got Okafor, and it's Graves at the point guard position. Here's Ford, Moore with the block.
That was mean.
And here's Moutier. From deep. Got a piece of it.
What the heck
And out of
was
bounds
that?
as the Stars gain possession.
I feel kind of bad blocking Ford. I mean, he never even stood a chance.
The Stars trail by 7.
Doo-doo.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Doo-doo.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Doo-doo. Doo-doo.
Here's Graves. Sinks the 15-footer.
What do you do with that guy? With his handles, he abuses defenders.
There's a screen. Moutier kicks to Moore. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And guys, it's not the time for caution
Yeah,
now.
they
I mean, they've got to be aggressive and
themselves,
take
like,
some
hurt
risks.
being
See if they can
dunked
cut
on.
that lead down.
Here is Ford. After the Elites pick up 2. Clock at 4. Pass to Graves. Fires from the wing. Cannot hit.
And really credit their advantage.
Go,
on the
Booker,
backcourt.
go.
That's where the lead has been built.
All right.
And that's why they are in control.
Greg, simply controlling the glass. I mean, plus 10 is the advantage in rebounds right now.
So it's the Stars now, following the basket by Emmanuel Moutier. Pick by Okafor. Graves passes to Okafor. Rebounded by Moore.
I'll take that.
Moore's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
And that
Get in
basket
there.
pushes the lead
Please
to
don't
double
miss that.
digits. And now an 11-point elite lead. On offense, here are the Stars. Stein, he's checked in for more.
You should probably get on the court if you're in the game. Whoa! Guess they made quite the run when I was on the bench. 11-point lead is now 3.
The Stars trail by 3. Moore in at the 4 spot. Moutier out there with Booker. Then there's Cauley Stein. That's the group in the game right now for the Elites. Now, here is Ford. And yes, sir, that one
Wow,
drops.
what a shot.
And as usual, neither team
What
really
a
grinding
shot.
too hard at the defensive end.
And I think that's okay in this event. I mean, I say the more highlights, the better.
Here's Moore. The dish now to Booker. He kicks to Moutier. Feeds to Moore. 5 on the clock. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Elites lead by 3.
Missed me.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Outside, Russell. He dishes it to Johnson. The wing jumper off target.
And they've had the edge in rebounding all night long, and none bigger than that one right there.
And guys, you've seen it countless times in a close game. Hustle plays
lead
can
built
really
back
make the
up.
difference.
Here is Russell. Picked by Okafor. Russell dishes to Okafor. Elites with the rebound.
Well, that was an
Moore's
interesting
got 9
block
rebounds
attempt.
now tonight.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Can't get it to go.
Oh.
Now the Stars take it the other way.
Should have set myself better on that one.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Here's Johnson. That's good.
Oh,
You know,
well,
he's
there's
kinda
that big
come out
shot
of the
they
blue
needed.
this season. Nobody expected to see him playing at such a high level.
Almost as though his game developed overnight. I mean, he might have been flying under the radar coming into the season.
Okay, okay.
That's
Well,
no longer
take a
the
couple
case.
free throws
They're
here.
really doing a good job working hard to get inside and draw contact, a little more so than they did in the first half.
And defensively, if you're trying to battle back, you can't keep sending them to the line.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Elites.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
Something that also stands out tonight is the number of assists they have. I mean, that's a mark of a good club.
Now, here is Ford. From the stripe, got a hand on it, and they get it back.
All right.
And they're pushing it up.
Good stop.
Here's Moutier. And Booker kicks to Cauley Stein. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot
I thought he
misses.
turned that over.
He'll be shooting two. And there's the call. Stars with the foul. He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
Come on, one more.
And the second free throw,
Nope.
no good. A tough break there. 1:35 left to play here in the fourth. Ford, that's
Wow,
good.
that's
Unbelievable
impressive.
basket. I mean, giving up a lot of height there, but he was not to be denied.
Not when the game's hanging in the balance. That makes it a little different. He was going to get to the rim no matter who was standing in the way on that one.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
You know, guys, the teamwork and rhythm we saw from them earlier just isn't there right now.
Okay.
They've lost it. And the turnovers are starting
Apparently
to
I
pile up.
decided to throw an elbow.
Patience. Patience. Taking early threes is leading to long rebounds and points. Make the defense move and let's pass up a good shot for a great shot. Let the game come to you.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah.
Inside, and the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
Now, here is Ford.
Okay, good thing he doesn't have a mid-range jumper at all.
Outside, Russell. They set the pick. Pick by Okafor. Here's Ford. Got a hand on it. They retain possession. That one's good. And the lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Okafor.
We've seen a noticeable improvement out of him since halftime. He didn't have a whole lot working in the first half.
And so, here are the Elites. They've led by as many as 11 points.
Boy, what a pressure bucket that was.
Greg, now that's coming through in the clutch.
There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Who am I guarding?
Russell passes
there
to
we
Ford.
go.
Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Moore.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Excellent work offensively to get that shot attempt into a can't-miss area.
35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Ford. Got a piece of it. And so they foul intentionally.
Oh, that's right.
First free throw is good.
Look,
and that makes it a
I just looked
7-point
down
lead.
at the time.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game.
Okay, guys, we are up. The game is far from over. Let's extend the lead. Freak, you got the hot hands. Let's keep this going out there.
Oh, I'm willing to extend the lead if you're willing to extend the lead. Let's extend the lead.
Here's Okafor, doubled by Moore. To the middle. Here's Erickson. And that
okay, that's my fault there.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
And they go to the
well, you don't pass it to me. Don't you know I am amazing free throw shooter?
7-point lead. So the elites win it.
Woo!
I can't say enough about how well all
solid
these young
20
men competed
points.
here tonight. A great
victory
show
in the
for the
Rising
fans
Stars
and a clear
game. I
picture
think
of
I've
just how
proven
many
my
talented
worth in the league.
up-and-comers we have here in the NBA.
Greg, no doubt there are some future greats among the players we saw here tonight, and we're pleased to have brought you all the action. So now for Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan saying good night, everyone.
The 2K Sports
Player of the
postgame
game.
show.
Yes.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. Let's get your opinion, Shaq.
Well, as Dr. O'Neill predicted, I knew he'd be the star of the Rising Stars Challenge this year. Told you that 10 times already, Kenny. So much great young talent on the floor, but this kid stole the show with the display he put on.
How about the show Freak was putting on tonight? It was a freak show. That's one of the smartest basketball players I've ever seen. Being able to use either hand and being as skilled as he is poses so many problems out there. But as modest as he is,
they show the
he's
one
not
that I
gonna
have
gloat, even though he's having a great performance.
No, that's
he's
the
going to
score
just
I
go
have
right back
Ford.
out there, get to work for the next game.
Oh, they
And
didn't
that wraps
show
up our coverage
Oh,
of
well.
the Rising Stars game here on 2K Sports. For Kenny the Jet and Shaquille O'Neal, and for Kevin Harlan and the entire 2K Sports crew. This is Ernie Johnson. We look forward to seeing you again as
Okay, advance. Okay, yep, that's gonna sim through the rest of that. Yeah, let's go have a family dinner with Al Jefferson. Why not? Investment portfolio review with Chris Bosch. Doesn't sound thrilling at all, but those defenses don't, or practices don't sound too bad. But I'm looking at the clock here, and I think this is a good point to call it quits here on the morning sports stream. Got the good 3 games in there, and also got through the Rising Stars game as well. So, good high note to end on. Of course, I'll be picking things back up in NBA 2K16 tomorrow morning. Probably start... Oh, no, actually, scratch that. I won't be broadcasting NBA 2K16 tomorrow morning. I have a meeting to go to at the radio station I'm working weekends for now, so I will not be streaming in the morning, so I will be continuing NBA 2K16 then Wednesday morning in the short morning sports stream, and that'll probably start same time as today, around 11 Eastern, and go till about 1 Eastern. If you're new to the channel, the sports streams in the morning usually only go about an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then I break for lunch and come back and then stream something else, GTA, Destiny. I'll definitely be doing some Battlefront starting next week, but Yu-Gi-Oh! As well, or some of the other games. If you'd like to check out my content, it's all on youtube.com/DSADeath8589. Kind of get a general feel for what I do end up broadcasting throughout the week. And you can also follow me on Twitter at 4moresports. Links also in the description area, both here on Twitch, or if you're watching this later on YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can find a link to my Twitch channel if you ever want to check me out live. Also, feel free to hit that subscribe button, give this video a good old thumbs up. And last thing is, if you'd like to help support the stream, the biggest way to do so is to follow me here on Twitch, and of course continue to come back and watch yourself. But you can also help out the stream by either donating, and you can find a link below. Just look for the section on my Twitch channel where it says stream donations. I think it says donations or tipping or support the stream. There we go. And I forgot what my own banner said. That's embarrassing. So yeah, it's if you find the support the stream section there, underneath that you'll see the link that says click here to donate to the stream. And donations go towards covering general living costs, buying games to play on the stream, upgrading stream equipment, basically to keep the stream running on a consistent basis. But of course, I'll never shake you down for money. You're always welcome to come watch the stream. But if you want to help out and can't donate for some reason, then just a simple share with friends, family. If you're a fellow streamer or have a YouTube gaming channel and want to do like a promote for promote kind of thing, just direct message me on Twitter and we can work out the details there. I think that covers everything. Like I said, I'll be back in a couple hours. Not quite sure what I'm going to do yet. Maybe doing some Destiny. I know one of my friends that I was playing Trials with last night said he may be on this afternoon and may want to do some more Trials. So if he's on, probably be in Destiny doing some Trials of Osiris. If not, probably be GTA 5 online and just kind of messing around. Maybe continue the heist since we were so rudely interrupted the last time. If you don't know, just go find last week's GTA stream on my YouTube channel and watch the last minute. Thanks to the preview dashboard reverting, my Xbox decided it needed to revert an update right in the middle, or right at the end of the stream there, right in the middle of one of the heist missions, and yeah, kind of cut things off a little prematurely. So, again, like I said, it'll either be Destiny or GTA 5 this afternoon. That should start in a couple hours, roughly about, let's see here, gotta do my math. Put it into Eastern time. Roughly about 3 Eastern is usually when it starts, so about 2 o'clock Central time. So be on the lookout for that, and I'll go for a couple hours up until good old dinner bell. And I think that covers everything. So, until the next time you decide to tune in, I will see you at that point. But until then, have a great day.